A convicted con man is charming his way around Puget Sound. The problem solvers have found he chooses his victims carefully, playing on their sympathy before bleeding them dry. KOMO 4's Tracy Vetter caught up to the charming con artist just as he was moving in on his most vulnerable victim yet.
Hello.
Hi, Graham?
Yes.
When the problem solvers caught up to Graham Hnedak,
I don't have any interest in speaking.
I'd like to talk with you about some complaints that we've received.
Yes,
He was living in an elderly widow's home and wouldn't talk with us about the complaints we uncovered.
I've already heard about them and I've dealt with those already.
We found that Hnedak is a convicted con man who served nearly 4 years in prison. Even his own mom told us not to trust a word he says.
I mean, he's left a trail all the way across the country.
A trail of victims like Jamie DeWeese.
I mean, it's a lot for me to explain.
Jamie was born with nerve damage affecting his hearing, eyesight, and comprehension. But for 13 years, he's lived quite well on his own. Until Jamie met Hnedak.
He made it very good. He made it look so good.
Last October, Jamie let Hnedak move temporarily into his condo. He was grateful when Hnedak offered to get Jamie a break on his phone bill.
And I thought, oh, Jamie, let me do that. Just give me your information. And I gave him the Social Security card, my ID.
Then Hnedak started hitting Jamie up for loans.
He was basically using me as his personal ATM.
Jamie says Hnedak paid him back with rubber checks.
It was close to $20,000.
In just 2 months, Jamie's bank accounts were frozen, his credit trashed, and he was broke.
He's evil. He's just pure evil.
Jamie's mom, Karen DeWeese, says she's never met anyone as smooth as Hnedak.
He's a master manipulator. He's very, very good.
How good is Graham Hnedak? Well, ask his mother.
He can tell you he's anybody, and you'll believe him.
Susan agreed to talk to us, but asked us not to use her last name, which is different from her son's. She says he's used his charm, bolstered by websites, to pass himself off as a pilot, a doctor, a businessman, and that he's feigned numerous illnesses from a brain tumor to multiple sclerosis. Susan actually does have MS.
99% of what he says is not the truth.
Susan should know. She says her son's first victims were his own grandmothers.
What he's done to people, he's done it to us. I mean, I watched my mother go through it and lose what she had.
That was in Tennessee. Now Hnedak has a string of victims here in the Northwest. In addition to Jamie,
I really got to stop being naive.
So this documents.
We found Rich Bailey and James Kimball. They let Hnedak stay for 2 weeks in exchange for room and board. Hnedak even signed a contract.
So there was no question in our minds initially of this person is believable.
But 2 weeks turned into 4 months, and the couple now figures they've spent thousands supporting Hnedak.
Did you ever get anything from him?
No, haven't got a penny from him.
But the most heartbreaking case the problem solvers found was at this Bellevue home. The owner is an elderly widow living on a fixed income.
Just a word to the wise, I just want you to be cautious.
A local Mormon bishop had introduced Hnedak to the woman as a renter who could help supplement her income.
I'm in a terrible position financially. I'm trying to hang on to my house.
As in the other cases, when the widow let Hnedak move into this room, he offered to help manage her finances. She gave him her account numbers, Social Security information, everything. And after our warning, she says she found Hnedak had added several phone lines in her name.
I'm so naive. I can't believe how naive I am.
Spurred by the thought of another elderly woman fleeced by her son, Hnedak's mom, Susan, has formed an unlikely bond with Jamie's mom, Karen, born of shared pain and with a common goal, to keep others from becoming victims.
And I just think it's my moral obligation to look out for other victims before something happens to them.
Bellevue police are investigating Hnedak for both Jamie's and the elderly widow's case, but no charges have been filed. Tracy Vetter, KOMO 4 Problem Solvers.
Thank you, Tracy.